When this game starts, I'm not answering you guys' questions anymore. I have to lock in. I will do my best to analyze, for real.
Nat's been a member of a lot of those looking back at last year, but it was a team that he didn't have, I guess, the pressure over that mold.
Free A-ramp control.
Now, this is his team. Let's see
wow, they're going into events?
To victory.
Are they actually going in?
As you were saying to me earlier, Tom and VCT.
Wait!
Right
that is big from Nats getting that one.
And takes him down. FNATIC, though, trading blows for the most part. It's
wow, they took every fight. They did not let them have A heaven. Nats delayed so much in vents there. Normally, they would just jump down and wouldn't get, like, crunched by the heaven guys. But he delayed so long, all his teammates were able to help. Who are we supporting? I genuinely don't give a fuck who wins this. I know, I like how both of these teams play.
And then the time before that, they started on attack and they went 8-4. These sort of scenarios.
You guys like fall asleep to my voice if I like talk like
the
this?
outlaw again, but it swapped hands to give Kiko a rifle. Both of those players
I miss
end
it.
up falling
Shut up,
immediately. FNATIC
wait a second.
any punches
No chance of a bonus here.
Smoke drops camo. All right, well.
FNATIC getting a clean bonus here is huge. Or a clean gun round.
I think
what are Crashy's strengths when you played with them? Good comms, good aim, good utility.
You at least need to hold on to one of these rifles. Probably shouldn't be the Bulldog.
Good teammate.
Serial's going to go look.
Attitude-wise.
He is found immediately by the side of FNATIC. Around looking squeaky clean for them, as good as you can get in terms of these third-round purchases. And to be honest, my highlight is going into this, and it's...
So what was the problem?
Yeah. I think he's just trying to pick off one.
Honestly, he's perfect. I don't know what the fuck we were thinking.
So
So Artis, you're looking for a team now, huh?
Have a little bit of an extended tech pause.
Have you seen the replies to your tweet?
I have it. I actually have
it. Bro, so you put like, why is Anders not going to team, bro? The top 3 replies, man. No one could have food this food. Nah, I'm right. I swear. But I don't know what it is, bro. I swear, bro. It's criminal, bro.
Right, thank you.
You talk about map control for free, but there's nothing being taken.
It's good that they're going back to A, but I still think FNATIC loses this round.
A little bit more delayed.
Because a lot of time is being...
That's coming through.
I feel like they're going to use very little util to clear A ramp here.
And already heavily damaged up. That's really not in the best of
yeah, I figured.
To keep this advantage.
And then he mollies. Now he gets out because there's 30 seconds left.
They've got teammates coming.
Yeah, this is cooked. This is too little time. Wait, Nats is staying.
This is a tough position, Nats. So he's got the close range angle. He's being spotted. The
I can't believe Nats stayed A heaven. Just go site.
They'll get themselves towards the site, but now the rotations are coming in, and there's only 12 seconds to get this fight.
Wow.
Oh,
wow, dude.
Oh,
wow. He fucking shit on them.
The bullets luckily dodged ahead by an inch. The rotation's already coming through. Team Liquid, 3 players towards the site, but only one on it.
Wow,
and the gate crash used to get right out of there. Showstopper fired in,
what?
but it's Kiko who ends up falling. Chronicle fires right back through that smoke and ends up packing the punch that gets Viper's Pit to the site. They can now use that to lock it down, but they're picking off scalps. Never mind. No ults needed by the looks of things. It's Nats and Serial with a big challenge on their hands.
Wall up, get out of there.
Through the corner of the fake out. That was a nice shot from Alfia, and for the remaining 2.
Alright, they went back to standard.
Spams in towards Nats' position,
E,
but
2 people holding
this is
A.
more of a ruse. In fact, Chronicle has placed the wall and then is already immediately rotating towards the B side. There is no plan for a lurk, a late play back. This looks
no
like
mid pressure whatsoever, and then just popping B straight up. Wait, do they have any ults?
Flash coming in.
They have Viper ult, but that's
he's
it.
Got his gate crash to get right onto the side, so he might look like he's a little too far away.
How has he done this?
Paving the way, only the one to be found. Kiko. He's had a lights-out start to this map. The battle between himself and Alpha is something that has to be highlighted. You imagine Alpha has the upper hand. Certainly, recent performances on this map. Some of them look great for him. Camo on his way through. He's got the flash to work with.
Ooh, this is very good scaling.
Going all the way to backside, just opening up
Austin
the info
pushes
for his
spawn
teammates.
there.
Viper's Pit, though, put in as the pressure's applied.
He spotted everybody, though.
This is hard. This is very hard. This is very hard for Liquid.
Missed out on Crashies.
Unless they get lucky and spam him, this is not happening.
To just round that backline, but has decided to delay.
This ain't happening.
Wait patiently to come back in.
Nah, no way.
I like the idea from Camo. He faked out that
they had to get lucky
decoy,
and spam
but
him.
He couldn't quite find Chronicle. He was too deep in there. They've got him eventually, though. And Boaster falls with him. Crashy's now up close. Finds one. Defuse already. Up to half. And he knows that that player had to come off the defuse. biding time here. Kiko trying to force the fight.
He's
and
good. He is fucking
Hey,
nice. Nah, he is good. He's too good.
Okay, nice luck, he's luck.
Nah, he's too good.
It looks
And
like
considering again,
once
this
they
is
get
another
that kill
hero
though,
rifle, there
why not
is
just
nothing
over-rotate
else
it?
really to play with.
Oh, they want the gun.
you see those players outside the barrier, you know you've got
Alright,
a
now they're
battle
gonna
on
rush
your
A for
hands,
sure.
Hey, John,
especially
this
with that
guy is
weaker buy
incredible,
with the
man. You need to like watch
Combo?
out
rifle.
for
For
this.
Team Liquid being
No,
in
no, no, no,
Kiko's
no, no, no.
hands,
This
and now
Kaiko
they've
guy,
got
bro.
another.
This
Kaiko?
Kaiko guy doesn't.
Bolstering
He
the
doesn't
body.
play the
Apparently
game
it's
at all.
Kiko.
He's taking
I don't
a
care
lot of
though,
damage
bro.
and
Kaiko,
has
Kiko,
had
same
attack
thing.
and
But
no
then
snake bites enough
he's like,
to
he doesn't
finish
play
him
the game. He's like
off. They
Leaf,
knew
bro. He
Paddy's
just
in
they
the
don't play
corner.
ranked at all.
Wait, did you see
And that's
Austin's
a
ult still there or
disaster
no?
for a great start.
Yeah,
So
but
Webster's
Tether
recovered
volley
as well.
combo?
They
Wow,
end
these
up
guys
in
are
a 2
different.
versus 3 from what was
It's
just
high level, bro. I
moments
told
ago
you,
an
EMEA is the best
advantage.
region in the world, bro.
So 2v3
I wasn't exaggerating, bro.
from a round where you
Yeah.
started with one rifle. It's not a bad position.
Definitely
to
not.
be in.
Like, I don't know what that
The main
is.
thing
I don't
will
know
be
what
is
you just
can
said. That's just wrong.
Either of these players
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see Toronto.
quickly
We'll see
find
Toronto.
an
Okay, we will.
individual Chronicle
Okay,
Put money on that
okay.
too or no?
on the angle.
Well,
Prowler
I'm
even
down.
puts
I'm down to
through
the
Mob.
EMEA.
Okay, I
With
predict
the
Americas.
Chronicle and
You
Kayak
predict
will
EMEA?
combine.
No,
FNATIC
let's
will,
predict which region goes further. Like, that's all we need to predict.
Okay,
Let's-
Americas.
What
hot
region goes
start
further?
from team. Maybe a potential
This
weakness
guy
being
thinks
Crasher
EMEA
here
is
from
gonna
the
make
side
it
of
farther
FNATIC.
than
This
Americas.
is again looking
There's
like
no way.
a much more
I
direct
refuse to believe
early
that.
take. They've done the same with Chronicle, already making that rotation over. The
Oh,
shot needs to be
no.
connected, and
He
while Camo
missed.
has to just escape that one.
And
it
someone-
leaves Kiko dead
Okay,
to rights,
trade.
but he gets the trade. Unfortunately for them, Crashies is just quick enough.
FNATIC entries
And
are
now
on
with the
point.
Cosmic Divide, there were 4 ults in this round. FNATIC have already used a couple of them. But with a post plant and a man advantage, it's a good
this lurk.
spot.
Yeah,
And even
they're too
better
nice right
one
now.
found. The only
Wow.
problem is
Took
the
B main
timing
pressure,
for
went back
FNATIC.
up
They
mid,
claim
took
heaven
mid
now.
control very silently.
be
Now they
sublime.
do an A split. This is what I'm saying. The calling on both of these teams is really, really good. Only issue ends up being the time.
They've been spotted. There's an idea now that Nats should
Because
stick
now you have to
around.
rush
There's a
into the
gap.
bomb site with so
That
little
gap
time
is now
left.
Closed. Nats spots them on the cross. Almost
then
loses his
it's
life
just
for his
hard.
trouble. Kiko under heavy pressure on the back side. There's
This
a
is
response.
this is hard, man.
The shots need to land for Kiko. He'll grab one. 12 seconds again. Time pressure on for FNATIC. Players flooding into the site. The plant being stuck, and it will be acquired. But these players are out in the open.
That's the only thing. I
Easily
mean, they're
taken.
playing the map control part of the map or part of the game really well. B main control, it's too delayed when they actually exec.
Yeah, this is the
Now
same
Fade realized
sort
there's
of
nobody
play
there
we're
with the
looking at.
Prowler.
Players on the extremity holding, and then aggression in middle.
50
Now the
seconds, and
reposition
we
from
still have
Camo
no
as
mid
he
pressure.
crashed out with the utility thrown his way.
Unless you do
but when
that.
he swings in
Crashy's
with that
perfect
op,
player.
Crashies is there waiting. Now they've got their opportunity. A
I mean,
player
realistically,
down.
he
But
should
the
not be
B-side that
killing
they're
him
looking
there.
at already has reinforcements. Padetech rotated into heaven to cover this off. Snakebite
This
down for
though
Nats.
is a really good
It's
move.
getting aggressive, they both are. They're waiting as the smoke fades, and they'll take down Crashies.
Spike.
That's the spike right in front of them.
They just keep
Nats
fighting.
picking them off one
Is
by
Nats the
one,
best?
and it's a 4-piece already.
And he's not even
Ace
using a
on
Phantom,
the
he's
cards.
Vandaling.
It's Kayak to deny.
Now Camo for now.
This has worked for them so far, though.
does
FNATIC.
still have that gate crash online, can just take
This
the pick
Prowler
and
is
escape, but it's
everything.
going to come down to the timing on the clock. He's been spotted, but
Job.
just decides leaving is far more important.
All right, they have the site.
Althea will
Now
take
what?
the space on the side, but there's so many players already here. Serial, Nats
Wow,
combining. Althea
man.
has at least been able to find one back with an Aiden.
Why,
I
though?
don't
Why
think
did
they
you need to
realized
do that?
how deep into the site Kayak was. This leaves things level, but only for a moment. 30 seconds
30 seconds
with
left.
Boaster low.
One enemy remaining.
Wow.
Chronicle's the one that needs to take the fight, and well, you mentioned this man's clutches, but this would be one of the toughest ones, and it
Okay,
isn't
running out
going
fast.
to be found.
If FNATIC had kept doing what they did, but just faster at mid, because they have 2 duelists, it is like very hard to hold mid for the defense side, even with a Viper. Or just used more util to bait out the Viper orb, and then when it goes down, you take mid control through the Astra smoke or whatever. They would have, I think, had more success this half. It's hindsight though, because their game plan was to hit sites, like pop sites.
Yon.
Looking like
These guys are about to be
one of
pop.
the favorites to make it to Toronto. That's what's on the line in this match. Both squads looking to play in, and while
Austin?
Crashy's under pressure.
Now what? Oh,
Camo
Kayak,
in
good
for
help,
it, but
good help.
Kayak's there to greet
Very
him.
good
Plenty of
help.
Players to swing with. A big
Wow.
fight on the backside, and with a triple kill under his belt.
Wow, what a
Kayak may have
pistol
pulled
round
him
win
across
here.
the line here. Coming in with a
We
2-round
do have a
deficit.
game.
The pistol
We
will
absolutely have a
certainly
game
help
now.
you remedy that, or quite
No
the
way, bro.
challenge.
Too low. Full health, maybe.
Find an isolated duel. More Boaster is exactly
well
that.
played.
Well, okay. At the speed of sound.
Well fucking played. Good util by Crashies. Waited for his teammate, then double peeked the site, killed the duelist.
Over.
What do you have winning this?
Liquid all day. Let's see what Liquid.
Not much of an investment.
I was asking
Did
you when you played CS back in the day?
Wait,
Did
wait,
you
wait,
ever
wait,
have
wait.
it?
They're about to get good. What the fuck? He got the Vandal. Nah!
Oh my god.
It'll do the job.
Nah, not like this, bro. He snatched that Vandal immediately.
Far from a certainty for the defenders. In fact, this could be
Nah!
a major upset to the flow of this early half. They could have bridged the gap, but instead they are left.
No, it's over now. Both of them
Yeah,
now.
it's wraps.
Team Liquid
guy in the 1v3,
like
it's
8-6 with a big economy
Boaster's been pretty
boost.
clutch for them.
And it's only Boaster
No?
who stands in the way.
This is the best year. Individually, this is the best year I've seen.
Yeah, I know.
Like,
I know. That's what I'm saying.
Well,
It's
you
awesome.
know how happy he is or no? Like, genuinely.
Yeah, I don't know
In
why
the
everyone's
past
so
years-
happy.
They're playing it
No, but
perfectly.
he, like,
Off
past years, he used to be so
contact,
stressed.
A big swing, and he doesn't
But,
even
Is
need
it
any
Crashies?
help.
Alright, A-ramp's clear.
Guarantee that they'll see any.
Raze leaves.
No surprise. Prowler didn't catch. It looked like it was a free kill for Kayak,
That
but
would have been massive.
it's not going to land. That was a let-off for Liquid.
See, now what?
That Prowler not quite clearing the angle.
Because
It was
Liquid have to
basically the
assume
goal
they have
to
this
clear.
line. Wait, they're just walking through
Now
the
the
snow. I thought they were about to walk
push.
through the
There's two
snow.
players waiting on the other side.
Very
Pop
well
flash
played
with
by
Heaven
Fnatic.
already
They have B
being
main
claimed.
control. They have 3 people here.
Fnatic have taken
Another
an
miss.
awful lot of ground,
That's
and
fine.
actually it's Althea that wins that first battle. In fact, they're winning the majority.
Booster.
Clearing out that backline.
This is
I
a
think the others
save.
have already been spotted. Kiko walking into Chronicle, even low, still manages to win the fight. And the only man standing,
My goodness.
that's there. Okay, there we go. I was thinking that's an odd spot to sit.
No way he's walked in like this. Wait, look at this guy.
Pushed his way up, caught his timing on A. Should be something they're aware of. But
Nah.
I see a gate crash going
I don't
towards
get how
it.
these, I don't
He will
get
be
I don't get how someone
right
gets
on
the
the cusp.
confidence
I
to
don't
just
think
walk
they
out
have
there, but I
any
don't.
idea.
Yeah, what is this?
I don't think they do.
Oh, he's just-
Nah, there's
Yeah,
no
it's
way
all
he just
good.
walked up A by himself.
players back
His
in that
teammates, they weren't even
direction.
making noise mid.
Spotted. Oh, this is it. Nat's
Oh.
walking up there.
Oh, that is
He
unlucky
gets-
as
He
fuck.
actually
Somehow
gets
both of them are
one
looking at
before
him.
going down. Luckily, Crashies was
Oh, yo,
spotting
take a
that
second, the
area
head
too,
boss
but
pissed me off,
pressure
though.
on now. Rotate in from Kayak. Op is in play.
Huge. There's
Crashies
2A as
stays
well.
aggressive.
Nah.
It's a
Yeah,
great
it's over,
play to
it's
get
over.
the advantage.
Perfect ult
Is
by
it not the
Austin.
play just to sit on the Euro TP or no?
All three.
I mean,
that like-
yeah,
maybe
they
that's
call your
the high
teammate
touch,
and then
kind
like
of. Yeah.
go for a kill right when
Yeah.
your teammates are close.
You
Yeah.
know you have OCT and they can only be
Yeah, yeah,
heavy.
yeah.
Gravity wells being thrown
I don't
through
blame
to
him for
slow
doing the
Liquid
ramp
further.
8 thing though.
And now the clock coming
They
up to
haven't.
just 25 seconds left for
We
them
just
to try and
hindsight,
make
though,
a move.
it's very
Liquid
hindsight,
need
Yeah,
I'll be
it
honest
is,
with
it
to
is, it
get
is.
into this site. And in fact, they teleported almost directly
Austin?
onto an opponent.
Oh my
Doesn't
god,
work
Austin.
out, though. Crashies still standing, and Serial
Bro,
once
there's
again
so
left
many
to try
whiffs,
and
bro.
clutch things out, but let's be honest, I don't
Perfect
think there's
player. I've been
any
saying.
world in
No,
which he
but
manages
this-
to get
Look at him, look at him.
Crashy now. The time already gone. Crashies the first point of
Wow.
contact, and he's going to close
Wow,
out as well.
chat.
What a round
Wow.
from him.
He's, I don't know. I
Phenomenal
don't know, bro.
defense from Crashies.
Why is this
A
round play, though?
four-piece
Why
pickup,
couldn't he do this
and
to
now
Billy,
just
bro?
one
Like,
round
I
between
didn't need
them.
this to
This is what we wanna
Billy,
see.
bro.
Well, team was
Focus
dead. What
coming
is he
online
supposed to
for
do?
Fnatic, slowing
I
down
don't
as
know, bro.
well.
Dropping a 40 or
Over on the
50, bro.
other
Do
side for
shots,
Team
do
Liquid,
shots,
and this
bro.
was
That's
a
a no,
round with
bro.
a lot of danger with being one behind.
This is still a
before,
dangerous
and
round
that's where
though.
Team
Two
Liquid leapt
Vandal and
into
Phantom.
the lead.
Straight after a pause. It was the pause that immediately turned the tide for
Good tether.
Liquid, and while
Good tether though.
it is a pace change, they've been very good at these sort of low buy faster
Yo,
pace.
yo!
Oh, from hero to
Wait, did he get
zero.
stunned or no?
A lot of util
Yeah,
thrown
but
in
they've
onto
done this
Crashies
play.
there,
This needs to
and
get
it's actually
anti
gonna
stuff,
be
bro. They've done that
the
same
opener
play in the
by
league at
about
least like
5
5
HP.
times.
Austin
Like,
knew
I'm
it was
sorry,
coming.
bro.
Well, he's gone.
Wait.
In fact, another's gone.
Alfie stepping up when he's needed.
They
Kayak
fought Heaven in a
pulls it back
5v4.
into their favor, and again, weaknesses are there.
If you
Serial's
lose, bro,
only
then-
got himself a pistol to work
Nats
with,
is alive,
but it's
though.
not.
Ayaz, come
He's
on,
been here
Ayaz.
before, but now he's been spotted. They definitely
Nah, no
have a
way.
read on
Nope.
his position.
No
He'll
way,
still
bro.
win the fight.
No
They've
way.
been isolated because of that
Bro,
ultimate.
he's so
Serial
low.
coming up into heaven, but Nats is being spotted out by
Wow.
Kayak. The site control theirs. Although the star will buy a
no
little
way.
bit of time. In fact,
He missed
it
the
doesn't
sock!
quite
He
catch
missed
them.
the sock!
Oh, it's a bit of a disaster. Either way.
No,
Chronicle
Joe,
lands the shot to
the
close
guy who
round
replaced,
out,
you know
and
why
we
they
are
replaced
tied
Kamek? You know
up
why?
9-9.
Why?
He missed the
I guess
sock
a
on
bit
the
of an
11-11 down,
unorthodox
a
plan.
crucial
Maybe not
money
one of the
reset.
positions
Wait, I think I
we
remember
put it
this.
in, and that has
Yes, that's why Kamek got
just
replaced.
gone
And now
far
Serious missed the
himself,
sock.
I would say.
I don't know what the bomb
Obviously,
time was,
he's
though. I
been
don't know what the
left in a
bomb time
scenario
was,
that
though.
was unfortunate, but even
No, you
still,
probably would have lost anyway.
they managed to
It's okay, we let it go.
pause
9-9, like
Yeah,
still
Yeah,
civil.
yeah, yeah. We lock it, we lock him, we lock him.
Like 11-11, I agree. That is fucking shameless.
And already, Alpha, yeah, basically just had to
I think Alpha's back in form, by the way.
But that is Camo.
He's playing good this game. But I feel like this is like they're doing the same plays that they do the whole league.
He owned last game
too.
too.
Get contact, they think that the space is free.
I can't remember watching it.
What a nasty
Yeah,
surprise it is as you
I
hear
forgot.
that voice line delivers.
BBL? Foot. They played foot.
Two players down below. They've got a trap.
Nah, it's wraps. It's wraps.
Oh
They're back.
my, yeah,
With
it's
the
all.
spike
It's
now,
map zero,
under
map zero.
control. It's a
Double
critical
vents
piece.
after?
The whole team
Gets a
went
kill
down,
A ramp
telling
and they
you.
double drop vent and hold it?
They also
Wow.
shot at Chronicle. So Alfio is just the spectator. Serial finally deals with him.
Wait.
Bademperor
No,
found
right?
another.
No,
No,
they
that spike
bomb.
is just
Nah, they
Smart
bomb.
Wild with Kayak
Yeah, can't
picking up
that.
Serial.
Yeah.
It's now left all onto Paddy. Has a lot of utility, Mitch, but I don't believe it.
Do you think Fnatic can win Toronto if Leo is back? Well, they have Crashies. So basically the same thing.
Is they don't know where he's going to come from. They've set up a big swing, but it's for him coming from the attacker side. He can isolate the first duel, but he's down to 2 HP. Well,
Look at Alpha, bro.
Alpha here. He
I mean,
Icebox that we've not
no,
seen
no,
them
no,
play
no.
this year.
No, you were saying Fnatic isn't even going to
The
qualify.
buy is a
No,
lot
the
stinkier
region's
than we've
too
seen,
strong
but
right now for
we witnessed
Fnatic to win.
Liquid put around with it just a
I'm honest
ghost,
with you.
so who knows?
I've watched every game, John. I'm being serious, bro.
I'm telling you,
it's
it's
a good
No. Fnatic's going to win
Buys
this.
Boaster a bit of time in a 1v1 that he wins out. Damage done. Players holding, clinging
They're
on to
chilling.
life. The
They're
nade
chilling.
sends them to the other side. It's
Wow.
Bademperor alone.
No.
Wow. Fnatic's about a 2-0 or what? This is Liquid map pick.
No, it's Fnatic.
They are
Fnatic.
looking to put
This
a close
split
to
is
this map,
Liquid's
a map
map pick.
that they-
Side of Liquid unless
I won't
one's
even-
called
no, I'm
by
not gonna
the
bet on that
opposing
one,
side.
Look at Chronicle.
Again.
Yeah, it's
Has
over.
just
Yeah.
stepped
If
up
you could
with
go
a
back
double.
Look, Austin just pushed because
An
Viper died.
aggressive position to say the
Yeah, it's
least,
over.
but
This is
with
over.
Nats and Camo gone, it's about as good as it gets. Maybe
Look
you
at this
would've wanted
guy.
to take Kiko and look at the
I'll
push
be
that's
honest,
already
I
coming
think
through
Liquid are
from
playing
Crashies.
exactly the same they
had
played the
this
whole
round
league, and I
sewn
think they're
up.
getting
They know
anti-success.
exactly where their opponents
okay,
are.
so
They've
you can't make
trapped them
excuses
into
like
the
that, though.
tiniest
No,
of
no,
boxes.
it's
Or
just
maybe
like-
if they went vents, there'd be a chance.
If Angel
Mitch,
taught
but
me anything,
they're
you
not
have to
going
adapt, bro.
vents.
You can't like play the same way, bro.
Fnatic is shitting on them, bro.
Yeah, no, Alpha's a prime, bro.
9-7 to
Prime,
12-9. 5 rounds straight.
Oh.
Gun rounds.
More Chronicle. A lot of the time, Mr. Impact has been
Is there some
taken
life?
out.
Is there some...
Pressure on the
What?
side. No way.
No way.
How
No
does that work?
way.
Bro? How
No
does that
way
work?
that just happened.
It's nuts,
Styling
bro.
on that.
That's not how.
No way,
That
bro.
man advantage alive. Fnatic have taken
This is like an
control.
unlucky map, bro. I'll be honest. This is just unlucky.
They lost their
Not really
Unlucky.
going in that direction either.
Yeah, but come on, John. Come on.
I mean,
Serial.
what? I don't know. I don't think it's
Another.
unlucky.
In the
Fnatic's
dirt.
better. Fnatic's actually better.
Making this into an
We'll see that-
advantageous
we'll see
position. You
Matthew,
wouldn't
we'll see
think it
Matthew.
with the way that the round
I'm
started.
Excite's box
But
actually.
getting into that post plant, the only thing they have
It's
to worry
always a
about
bad
is
map
May.
for
Okay, here we go. Pre-excuses is crazy.
come on, I agree, like-
Look, I don't care who wins this, but Fnatic I think is better right now at this moment.
I mean, I want the best team to go to what was it, to Toronto. And for me, Liquid's a little bit better, bro.
Alpha is the
No,
point
Liquid,
of contact,
Fnatic,
and he had a
and-
chance against Kiko
Okay,
there.
Liquid, Fnatic, and
Just
Heretics are
about
your 3
misses
best
the
teams.
ship.
Well, Heretics locked in both, was being really right.
Yeah.
BBL's insane, bro. BBL's top 3 right now.
You love BBLs, bro. You love
BBL. If you watch them play, they're like...
No, I'm not saying they're bad.
Yeah.
I'm just saying your 3 best teams are Fnatic, Liquid, and Heretics.
Let's get back to this.
I mean,
yeah,
Fnatic could still lose this map. I just don't think they will. But we'll see.
They either had control.
This is a good map for them, but they haven't done anything new, you know what I mean? That's just low-key pissing me off
shoes
a
on
bit.
the other foot. It's
Like,
Fnatic.
everything they've done...
Shut up! I'm watching. Shut up.
Two
Bro.
chances to close this one out. Last time they lost that vent fight, this time they won't even be taking it. The C's nade put
Okay.
through by
Good mid
space
control.
for Camo's
This is what I
TP.
thought
Now
Fnatic
they've
should
got
have done
Vent's control.
on attack side,
The Liquid
and they
know
have it at a
that's been
minute.
given up. A much more passive approach from that defensive side because they've pushed up into B main and they're leaving Alpha Air embedded. Problem is the attackers are going the other way.
You can see the
Ooh,
immediate
nice little
rotation,
A-split
though, from
coming.
Chronicle. He's been having a fantastic second half.
Viper,
It
Yoru,
seems now
Astra
like they
also
do have the
rotating.
read.
What a read.
Boaster making that move as well. Edging ever closer. And with 40
What a
seconds left,
read
Liquid
this
do
is.
look to build into the site, which is slowly being stacked up.
Good
Boaster's
suck
here.
for delay.
He's left that
Wow.
gap in heaven because they're confident that this is the right play. And now
Wow,
it's
so
confirmed.
much
Slide
delay.
down. 25 seconds, flash out, but it's Kayak to fall. Chronicle not landing his shots either, and now they're wrapping around the side. He deals with that, or tries
Camo
to,
is
but Camo
insane.
with another has opened up this side. A plant secured, and a Viper's pit to play inside of Alpha Year, though. It's a target-rich environment.
Oh, it's over, it's over. Boaster 2K? I don't even know how he got. I don't know how he got 2. Nah, FNATIC is insane.
We don't know what to expect. This composition coming into play is going to be a lot
Austin,
of
do you
fun to
agree
watch.
with the random, like,
it's Alpha Year falling
all these randoms
having
saying
a lot of success with this
that
very
you
same head-to-head,
you make too many mistakes as a duelist?
In the end,
of them getting into the plant,
Disagree what?
post-plant, and more importantly, the
Are you
retakes.
good? Am I
still think
speaking
that's where
fucking Japanese right now?
Rezzed as
Oh,
well.
disagree. You just disagree and then you're saying what?
Okay, I see. Things have been going recently.
Oh, you disagree? I disagree as well.
Not going too well for either side, but the plant is going to be coming in. Oh,
no, that's annoying.
So you thought. So you thought.
Don't worry, we have a sage wall.
Now here's the wall. A little bit of safety to get that plant in. An orb.
Oh,
it's not quite thrown through. Boaster falls. Chronicle in the same spot.
Yeah,
it's going to be hard for
qualified.
You're
so
so
dumb.
battle around this
Oh,
wall.
now what? Now what? Now what?
With great success.
Now what?
Just like
that. Like, the worst thing is as well.
I'm gonna start jinxing. I'm gonna start jinxing for that thing.
Nah, you got too excited. You got way too excited.
This is a 2v5?
Wow. Actually 2v5.
That being recovered over, and it was exactly the tool.
Up top. Camo basically being the bait. Well,
Wow.
the bait's got one.
Not
but
worth
how do
though.
they expect the second player
And
to
they
be
res that is cooked.
already turning it back into a 5v4
This is
scenario?
good.
That's why we have such an
Sage Gecko?
aggressive start. Yeah, let's see when he gets the next one.
They can afford to play that a little bit more direct because of it now. The advantage is theirs. Kiko in
Sage
a
Gecko
very
means you
nasty
always
spot.
plant. This
Something
is
you
true.
won't see very often. Held
But yo, I hate this angle, by the way.
Combo thing with Prime.
The only one
Go to
there.
the angle the Kaiko's holding.
The drone's gone through, it's spotted, and they
yeah.
don't quite make it around that
I feel like I
corner
never
before.
get
It's
one,
very
but I
much
don't-
expected. Boaster
Yeah, never mind,
still
this
up in
guy's-
the spawn with that
Neither did
rotation.
he.
I think
able
he's
to
insane,
catch
bro. I
it.
think FNATIC's
And
insane, bro. I
now
think
it's a
FNATIC's
5
insane,
versus
bro.
3. Team Liquid won the opening duel, yet still their opponents have all their players. And it's Team Liquid on the massive back foot.
This surprise element has also faded because him being up here isn't the biggest shock now that they've left this
What
side
a
for so long.
trade.
Kayak, immediate
What?
trade. Nats does well though.
Wait, what?
He's given them a chance in this round. It looked like an impossibility. Serial trying to fight on that cross. Still not able to get the plant in. Nats looking to come in from above. Has managed to get another.
Nats, bro.
Alongside him.
Oh,
This
so
round started
Nats,
out
bro.
two-player
Volleying up, gave him that little bit of room to maneuver, and he spots the barrel.
I'm
through it.
surprised
This initial
Chronicle
fight,
ended
though,
up
something
staying
that shouldn't
behind
have
that.
went
Or is it Boaster,
in his
sorry.
direction.
Boaster ended
You
up
think
staying
for
behind the wall.
Chronicle, maybe he thought he was already dead.
Especially
The
when they
shots
knew
did
that
not
guy
land,
was
at least
low.
not in a meaningful way. Looked like they were going to win the
I know
opening
Nats
pistol.
wasn't playing with teachers
Actually,
and plumbers.
them stabilizing
Where's
and
he
now
going?
being in a pretty reasonable
Where's he
spot.
going?
Camo, I mean, that is not pretty.
Like,
Caught
what?
out by the salvos,
Yeah, I
his
think- I'm
support
pretty sure
taken
it's over,
down
bro.
too as
Nice try,
Kiko
though.
falls.
No,
It's a
but like,
5 versus
you
3
just trolled him
and
at that point,
immediate
though.
advantage for
I thought he was
FNATIC.
jet so he could dash away. He's
Catch the
Gecko, bro.
timing, running
Fine,
through
bro. It
the
is what it
salvos,
is. You were
but
wrong.
That has not worked out.
I'm
at all.
not
The
wrong
sheer
a lot,
level
bro,
of
but that's just
aggression
Wow,
the
and
by
Crashy scans
the
too,
patience
and they killed the next
of this
guy.
FNATIC squad, and
They're all here. They
Alfie
killed-
already
they- wait,
looking
they took a
comfortable
site with
once
5
again,
people.
Only Serial standing, and sure,
Oh,
he
City?
gets his man
Wow.
and another.
Steaming
Bro,
into the lead. Their
Not against
attack side
BBL, they won't,
looking
bro.
good.
Not against BBL.
Their ultimate economy coming online into this next round. The battle for these orbs is
Right, I'm
also
not even
something
telling
that's
you,
not
but
too
Bastard, that might be a
easy.
BBL
One
and
on
Bastard
either
will
side, the immediate
Wait.
salvos coming through.
Wait, it actually is true. Every team you root for, literally, your team got first surrounded.
Man, he's
John, we
answering.
would-
But now, Nats ends up popping his ultimate. Feeling pressure
It's
before
quite the
it's
setup
even
here
being
with the
applied.
alarm
I
bot
mean,
on the
a free
right
piece
side,
of
so Nats
utility
can just focus
is
on the
more or
left.
less all they saw, and that's being put into play. Turret back up and online. That's
This is
going to
a
be
good call,
covering
though.
off the middle angle. Viper's
Break
pick
the
for
turret.
A, and even the Gecko ultimate sent down B as a recon.
What's happening right
That'll
now?
be available
Oh, there's a
late
strat.
round if they do end up
This
with
is
retake.
the switch up though. The immediate move
It's
towards
it.
middle.
Hey.
Like after having both sides pressured, FNATIC though is there to try and hold the line. He's done well and has Nats alongside
Wait, I don't know there's another guy.
the man who left his pit to try and support.
A bomb is down in
Still
such
Alfie,
a weird spot,
but
though.
look at the position of the spike. It's not going to be easy. The reuse of that thrash just
Crashies.
to clear
They
out
don't know
any
Austin's
information
here.
that they can. It doesn't quite catch
I
onto
guess they
Alfie, but
are a little
Crashies getting
aware.
out of this position alive should be very
Huge.
difficult. While Kiko makes sure of it.
Huge,
His
huge,
ult
huge round.
spam,
Okay, we
to
have a
say
game,
the
we have a
least,
game, we have a
for the
game.
side of Liquid, but
If Liquid can
against
get
you around,
5
against you
rounds
around.
here, I have faith.
No, that's a round.
Alright.
Minute on the clock.
What do they do? Killjoy ult, Gecko, or sorry, Killjoy ult and KO ult.
Trying to use this orb to creep under tube. That's somewhere that
Kayak does have
I think
res,
it's one of the only gaps for Team Liquid we've seen so far. Ult comes into play. FNATIC dropping that wall now.
40 seconds left, and he has Molly.
Put the time very, very low. It even stops the orb from going up in middle, so Alpha can't really do anything about this.
They have this one Molly.
All the while, as you pointed out, Tom, these rotations have come through. Team Liquid got 4 players
Honestly,
ready for the fight.
I like what FNATIC just did.
Camo goes swinging in. He was low. Kiko's done well, but Kayak's there with the trade.
Res available?
Plant.
No charges left.
Yep.
Come through. Potential for the res. There isn't going to be the spam.
Wow, you couldn't even cover the res.
And now the only man standing was the low.
Alpha? Is this it?
Still a possibility. Both players need to cross for the operator. Looking to hold. In
Ah,
fact,
too
has already
hard.
made it
Too hard.
round that corner.
Too hard.
Alpha needs to get a move on. In fact, I don't think there's going to be anywhere near enough time, even with that extra little nano swarm. That diffuser will come through. Liquid will take themselves.
That did not look confident at all, bro. That didn't look confident, but be honest, bro.
Well, yeah, it was Kayak that got killed.
Yeah.
You
are the Indian Justin Bieber.
Like, wow, I think I'm screwed here.
I'm good.
Getting away with that
on
one.
that.
They said too many bodies to break the wall now. Challenge under tube. I said it was a gap, but that's in most rounds, not in this. Camo has his eyes set.
Artist might actually have fucking
the players
superpowers.
coming under, deleted immediately. In the back, yellow player not even spotted by FNATIC.
On the FNATIC side, though.
I don't know how you lost a set. You're telling me, bro.
I
was playing that shit. I couldn't believe it.
Lockdown, Thrash, Armageddon, Viper's Pit. So much to play with in this round, and the same can be said for Liquid.
We're still talking about 2023? No, actually, 2022.
Kiko's reposition, it's just missed. And that would have been crashes. That would have been a lot of post-plant utility gone.
I love that too. He fires the shot on A main, instantly rotates, knowing they'd be that little bit more relaxed about
Now
that.
he's back there.
He's definitely going to use his ult now.
They go right into his waiting arms, and like you said, he's right back in
Good
position.
ult by
Although now
Nats.
the pit is up. Luckily, he's got a shorty to play with. The downside is that lockdown put into play aggressively. It'll force them way back. And Nano to cover them on the cross. But as you said,
Armageddon.
Nano, the other side puts in a lockdown.
Look at this fucking, look at
They're able to
this.
cancel that out.
Left.
Now behind us, Nats is stuck on the site, but is the defense going to be good enough to keep him
Nah!
Yes, it is! Serial buys them that little bit of
this
space.
is so...
Wait,
The
you're
pit up,
a
there has to be
superhero.
The pit in the other direction is Boaster.
You just immediately made these guys worse.
Oh
wait, never mind. Kayak.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Into Kayak.
It's the 5v2 thing all over again.
Swimmingly for FNATIC. Finally, the defuse underway. It's halved already.
Please.
It's
No.
getting damn close, but they'll drop it in the head.
Oh.
And now the remaining players need to get on it.
Wow,
Fast.
Crashies, you know how he is.
1v1, that's trying to stick it all the way through.
Crashies.
He's
No.
This guy's it.
I mean, nice.
Wow, look at him. Calm, cool, collected.
That's what it takes.
Same strat.
Being put into
Same
that
with
back
no
line.
ults.
It's not really a spot.
Kayak's went away from res, though.
Already broken, and that's what we see it again. Just an attempt to try and re-aggress before they even get to the site. Spike will be dropped, but Alfia responds in kind. Looking for a little more,
now he has
Kayak
res.
is there.
Like, come on, bro. Like, what's going on? I've seen 3 people with the one down, bro.
6 rounds on defense is good.
There is still one standing.
Although these guys do have
just run it down. It's the
they
right
do have
call.
double senti.
They've got the numbers.
Jesus.
But it got close. Closest the scoreline in the end. There will be no.
But again, if history serves us right, FNATIC normally having those crazy performances over
Wow, Austin just grabs
on the
that.
attack.
No problem.
They do have an awful lot of stall and potential for denying
Walking up
plants.
A.
I think
Kayak's
that's
going to
be
wall off
difficult
one
for
side.
Liquid
As
to
soon as he
face
sees one, he's
against.
going to wall it off.
So
Yup.
to deny map control in the first. Now it's the plants that they'll be looking to push back. Team Liquid deep in with Kiko. He's been getting aggressive on the defense.
Missiles?
No change here
Wow,
on the
FNATIC is
insane.
insane.
Kayak spotted down underneath. But how are they going to deal with him? It's a risk to go swinging in that deep, but oh, it almost worked.
Yo, is Kayak the
But
best?
Kayak up to his old tricks here in the pistol. It's a triple off the classic, but still a 2 versus 2. He goes in through the orb.
Is the round over or what's
But it's not enough, leaving
Kayak had
Serial
it
on
fucking
1
literally ace
HP. They're already 2 in a row here.
Wait, nothing?
Got a bit of an under 2 play. This was a gap that Team Liquid left on their defense, and they're exploiting it immediately, already in kitchen.
There's a lot of players around this spot, but none of
Wait,
them
why
really
am I
being
going
able
to
to
listen
deny
to
it. Comes down to most
wait,
try and
what?
do the damage.
These are all the guys I've played
Well,
with.
we've spoken a
You're
lot
fifth
this
on the
season
list.
about his
Oh.
individual level
No,
going
when
through
you say
the
I'm
roof.
fifth, I'm like, not like
I'm
top
kidding,
five,
I'm kidding,
bro.
I'm kidding.
Well,
No, but you do pick Angel over me, that's
sneaky
kind of
play.
cringe.
It's not as sneaky as
Now,
he
but John,
thinks.
like, come on, it's like
Kayak
he's the
watches
first
him.
IGL who
I
like
know,
taught me how
I'm
to
kidding.
play.
Angel's a
Swing
legend.
from Serial. A solid response.
Alright, yo, can you actually
He's
watch
like-
the match? You just talk so fucking
Okay,
much
okay,
about
okay,
random ass
okay,
shit,
let's lock him,
rankings and shit.
Shutting
lock
that
him.
down before they got
You
too
brought it
close.
up, you could
That could
see
have been a big
brought it
problem on the
up.
side split.
But your duelist, the man meant to take space, so desperately low. But with 4 players already on this side of the map, the gamble really is
Ooh, big flashes.
over on the other side. A res for Kayak, but he can't bring
This is
himself
a now
back
what?
if he goes down.
Kika's solo or Kiko's
Well,
solo.
eventually,
Viper,
man tagged low
Viper
initially
Killjoy walking into A
is
though? I
cleared
like
up.
this.
the rest of the players looking to make their way back into A. But you
Problem
can
is the
see
Sage
only
wall.
idea
Late
for
round
Kayak
Sage
is
wall?
Get someone on the cross.
He spotted them.
That's
Even
not
just
right.
the information's enough for him with the advantage already in their court. An audacious play from Kiko. 10 HP, plays behind a very spammable box. The most spammable spot towards
Alright, well,
being
it's a
most
free
commonly
plants.
spammed. And then he takes a fight. Well, they were more than happy to fire right back. Spike given over to Nats. Will be just 2 away.
Unfortunately,
from that
there's no
Viper's pit
ults.
in
I'm surprised
play, as
Camo
Fnatic
didn't just take the
happy
plant.
to
This is
play
just
the
boring,
retake.
no? They're just gonna
The
abuse
res
the
there,
Sage
Kayak
wall, bro.
doesn't want to be the
I
one
know,
taking
that's why they're playing
contact.
on.
But look at this setup on backside.
Oh, they're hard
A
fighting, bro. I
high-low
love
coming
this.
in from Camo
Oh,
and Serial.
God. Oh,
And it will be
God.
disrupted immediately.
Wait.
The Salvo's doing well
Molly's
to put them on the
insane.
back foot in this initial fight.
this,
And
bro.
all Fnatic need to
Wait.
do is trade.
Wait.
Crashies goes down as Serial picks up the double.
Wait.
It's Camo to trade out. And now
Res?
Fnatic on the back foot. Kayak
Wait.
having to do it all again. But he's got the
What?
res to bring Crashies
No,
back
no,
into
no, no.
play. A valuable
It's a good
player
plan, it's a good
indeed.
plan.
No
Oh, he has
ultimate
Waldo, yes,
and
he-
no salvos just yet. It's all
Huge.
about the swing, and he's caught. Wall
He has
in
to have it,
hand.
he has to have it, bro.
Lunatic does well.
He has to have
the
it.
defuse needing to be stuck at least.
Alright,
a half.
is Patatak
Crashies gets
serious?
it. And with it
No.
just in the nick of time, he'll take it across the line with a red.
No one says it though on his team, he has
It's
to
just
have
been
it.
absurd, of course.
Back in the lead if they lose
Exact.
this one, but they'll have the money to fight back.
Oh, do they know? Do
That's all
they
that
know he's here?
matters.
Okay, a lot of
Now they do.
awkward positions to fight from. Alpha up, but
Look at him
He's
go,
he's already
man.
managed to clear out 2.
Rifle down.
Yeah, it will be retrieved by Patatek though, and he's not looking to just sit pretty. He wants to try and clear some ground.
Oh.
In fact, the Viper's pit's
Really?
now they expected this. 2 stingers on the other side. Normally, that's an absolute stinker of a buy, but in a Viper's pit, hey, that does damage.
Oh yeah, they have got some real
Wow, what a
opportunity, and look how
spot.
far back Nats is playing, allowing Patatek and Kiko to be the one taking these duels. Ult put
Huge
into play,
kill.
Nats falls back, but Kiko still close, gets his blade
Oh
storm,
my
but
God, he
won't
needed
land
that.
the shots.
Crashies
I'm
again.
just saying, but the
The ult,
wraparound
no?
from Patatek not expected. They are thinning out the
Oh.
herd, leaving
Nice.
it down to just Nats, but he's up close in the pit. There's nothing more dangerous than this Viper.
Oh my god,
He
bro, we
gets his
needed this.
venom
We
into
needed
them.
this.
The Stinger,
Why are you
the
acting
one
like
to
you
close
care?
it out and put 9
Bro, I
10,
do not want
8
Fnatic to
on
go
the
to
board.
bro.
Team
Like,
Liquid
I want Crashies
back
to
in
go,
the
but like,
lead.
You do
And
okay,
you
so
know
the
what?
truth
He's
comes
gonna-
out. It's not that you think Fnatic
with
is
the hero
worse than
rifle.
Liquid. It's that you don't even want, you don't want Fnatic to go.
The Red Bull clutch.
Yeah, I don't,
I also
yeah.
think you have
Why?
to look
They're
at
not
the
the-
importance of
because they're
that
not top
one
3
kill
strongest. I
here
want the
coming
strongest
through
team
from
to go,
Kiko,
but
because
every
it was
land
actually
one
the
team that like
usage
makes
of
it
that
there that shouldn't be there.
Armageddon
You know what I mean?
forced Nats out of the pit. He had to
I mean, I
run
guess
all the
that's
way
fair.
over
If
to
you-
get
if
away
you
from
actually
the
don't
kill.
think that they're
And
top
that
3
extra
team
little
in
bit of time
EMEA,
that Kiko bought
that's
allows
fair.
him back into the pit.
Pick and what a way
Wow,
it would be.
3 rounds
to book
away
in your slot
from
at
qualifying.
your first international, far from the first for Fnatic. The potential return to 4 Masters events, not somewhere they've done well recently. Chance to recover on that reputation.
5v5
Fnatic
retake.
again have gone for the full
Everyone is so
retake. I think
disciplined,
what
no
they've been
one's
doing with
dying.
KO, sort of clearing a lot of
This
these
outlaw could be a
aggressive
problem on
angles
the
has
retake,
helped
though.
them out
For
massively.
Fnatic, I mean.
Crashies, in fact, has been huge, but this time they don't have the counter
It's a
lockdown
lot of good
available to
delay.
them. Last time
At this
out,
point,
they
you
were
might
able
as well
to
play
buy
off,
a
no?
little bit of extra space to
Nah,
get into
never mind.
position.
Sage wall.
Instead, Liquid have
Wait, they don't even have
used
stage
this
wall.
to get positioning of their own. In fact, look how far forward they sit.
They've got no utility. They have to make up for it with
Wow.
the Brawn already dropping
Like, are you
Boaster.
seeing
That's
this?
the
Boaster's
Viper's
running,
pit out of play, and
dropping.
a lot of the hope of
I
this
mean,
round.
that's some, like,
having
Asuna shit
already
right there. I
fallen.
just watched.
Kayak has a res. He's going to use it. I thought maybe they would let this one slide, but no, they want to battle. Kayak with the self-heal, but he's
he almost got
taken
him.
down,
Oh,
and
actually
now
might be the
Crashies
jigsaw.
with
It
it
actually-
all to do.
I actually
It's
could
now
be the biggest
bouncing
fan of
around
Super
on the
for
high
this.
ground.
So
The
what's
benefits of
happening
their
here,
comp, you have
chat?
those
Because a
extra
lot of you guys said
flashes.
Liquid
Sure,
were
okay,
like
you do have a few
insane,
nades
right?
that can
So
be
is
used to
Liquid
clear
playing
angles,
worse
but
than
they're
their
using
normal
a lot of
level,
those
or or is FNATIC playing better than their normal level?
The danger is there early. Like, where he's
Wait, can you send me your...
individual performances.
Vitality gives you a salary, right?
Wow, if he's coming more alive,
can you send it to me?
Say alive, but he's
I have to know what it
still
is.
having a decent game.
Hey, you send me what you think it is, and I'll send you what I get, okay?
Okay.
Twitter or Discord?
Twitter.
Early taken towards middle, but I think that was purely just to break some of the utility and then fall back.
Put that pressure on, see if there's a response from FNATIC.
No, you're gonna be trolling if you think it's that, bro.
Wait, what? It's more?
That's an information vacuum.
No,
for
fucking
FNATIC.
bro.
Conscious that players could now cross through that window, move into kitchen and backstab.
What?
On top of the
yes,
wall.
bro. Yeah.
You'll see that angle held by operator players, but they're usually a little bit lower down. You can see everything. Team Liquid, they've lost the opening pick, they've lost camo, and that's a lot.
Nah. You can't say like that, bro.
Nah, money's money at the end of the day.
Through that defense.
Now it feels like a Make-A-Wish kid. Like,
no. But like, no, it's because I know what other people are making, you know? So,
yeah, but
like the guy you just sent me.
Yeah.
Hayek just pulls
like,
it out.
That's why I assume that you'd be making
entire series.
It's American audience, you mean? And I don't have like my audience.
I guess that's fair.
Yeah.
Is to
bro,
deny them
but you know what 10% of my audience is?
Wait, so what if you watch?
And even hearing some of the steps,
how do they base like it off of? Like, what do they base it off of? Your viewership?
Yeah, no, where your views are from. They base it off where your viewers, what location. I have like 10% Thai, 10% Indian. I don't know why, bro. Like I don't like
10% Indian. I have 90% Indian. I don't understand why. Like cereal.
What's on? Okay, let's stop yapping.
Alright, locking it.
One that they are doing, bro.
Any ults? Kamo has ult.
He just slammed that monitor, bro.
Oh, that's outrageous.
Chronicle has
11 to 11.
Boaster has Viper ult. That's huge.
Bladestorm brought in.
Yo!
Crash also available. Kiko is just looking
Nats!
at the wall, and he has Nats alongside him. This is not a sneaky beaky lurk. This is a run straight down mid play. And already it is
that flash should have
ended
hit.
in an even scenario. Straight out with the
no,
flash.
what a kill by Serial, bro.
A really good opportunity here for Liquid to take the lead.
I didn't even.
Kayak's been caught. Luckily, Chronicle hasn't, but
oh my god, look at the space he has.
This guy is insane.
All the way around. I'm not talking about Crashies. I'm looking at Kiko on the other side.
Yeah, Serial is insane right now.
Oh, look,
this round is very much in jeopardy. Up the steps he goes. His timing perfect. His position unpredictable.
He wanted a knife.
Not going to go for the knife.
See that
kill.
hesitation?
Neither
Thought
the
about
ult
the knife.
nor the third weapon in his inventory. As Chronicle is left his own devices, looking to just carry this weapon through to the next at this stage. The round's already gone. Team Liquid have landed themselves at 12.
Questions for Boaster for the post-match interview?
Weapon out of his hands.
Honestly, it's so fucked how teams' trajectories would be so different if one thing went their way. For example, that old NRG roster, like the super team or whatever, if they had beaten Sen, and should have beaten Sen, their league year would be completely different. This year, if 100 of these were able to beat G2 and qualify, their year would be completely different.
Viper's Pit online for Boaster, one away from Alpha Yair's lockdown, and in another aggressive play.
Didn't happen though, lol. Thank you, Scream. Yeah, Scream. Scream, thank you for that fucking amazing knowledge.
Kayak's got a play of his own, up on the wall. He won't find the pick, but they do deny the
actual fucking.
It's definitely going to make things a lot
cockroach.
tougher. It's not like the other side where there's a sage wall or something to respond. The response that is there is the usage of those lockdowns. Plant will be found. Viper's Pit sent through, and while Camo is going to be caught, there's not really anything that can be done by that. It's just whether or not they can punish him.
Bro, just old central, no?
Alpha? Definitely get
Alpha?
Up there, but they're being slow about it, and there's a player already waiting.
No way, bro!
Comes out of the ult, no longer detained and able to take down Alpha Yair. A problem brewing.
Bro, what is going on, bro?
Viper's Pit, but they're on him. Straight on him with the shorty. It's
Kayak!
As Kayak tries desperately to pull this back with the position of Kiko. It's too much to
Wait,
handle.
should I just like throw my headset if they lose this?
A 1v2 and a Viper's Pit.
Nice.
Decaying him down.
I told you, bro. 3-1 Liquid, bro. You don't believe me, bro. I don't get why, bro. I don't understand, bro.
All the way to Fractal. Rapture.
Don't believe me. I don't understand, bro.
I watch it every day, bro.
I'm telling you, bro.
The early setup looks to be.
It makes no sense. Actually, it's
Thank you. It's ridiculous.
FNATIC
It's like when your chat types obese, you pop up. It makes no sense.
Kayak certainly is off to a flying start. Not just on the Sage where he shows up, the pistol rounds are his territory. That's a triple
What?
from Alfier.
You're getting banned in my chat.
No, I'm just saying. I was in your chat about 3 hours ago, and anytime we typed obese,
Kayak is just
you would
so
pop up.
consistent with how much damage he's able to do in this round. But as said,
like, it's crazy how that worked.
Perfect read in this scenario.
I don't know, it's not true as well, John. It's not true. It's not true.
No, I agree it's not true. That's why I was confused when you popped up.
It doesn't get any better than that.
Twitch chat loves to lie, bro. I don't get what it is.
I agree. They just make shit up.
To garner the additional orbs, and you look at who else is left standing.
Since you watch soccer,
Rolling Thunder, Orbital Strike.
They were making fun of artists. Like, they were making fun of his, like, basically making fat jokes, and they called him Heavy Kane.
Just on a retrieval mission. The ultimate orbs, the goal.
30 seconds left.
And, well, likely just running into their deaths.
And then someone else called him Roberto Roberto Calories. And then someone else said, wait, and someone said Usman Dembele.
Let him take you down. 5 seconds. Time for Bademperor to go running forward. Death awaits. And he almost drops Crashies.
Lamille Yamal.
Fantastic for retakes.
Yo. Lamille Yamal.
You're able to plant him because everyone else
I see Heavy Kane. I keep seeing Heavy Kane, bro. I keep seeing Heavy Kane, bro. Or Delicious Junior, bro. What do you mean Delicious Junior, bro? This is
not much of a surprise. But everybody else.
Wait, what's the Mbappe one?
Bro, like Heavy. Hold on, Kilos or it?
Kilos!
Kilos Mbappe, bro.
They're gonna want to get an early response here.
Nah.
Northside push.
Yo, Food Bellingham is crazy.
Camo and cereal. They've got this.
Thierry Henry!
What? 5 HP. I think light shields on his friend there, who was very much in the ground. Poor Chronicle. Didn't even get to see him.
Yeah.
Bro, I'm gonna grab the colon again, but
Mohamed Salad!
Suddenly caught sleeping at the wheel. That one's all too easy.
You're laughing too hard, John.
Sure, Crashy still survives on the site. Kayak clings to life, but they need quite a lot. Camo
Holy fuck.
clears out the site, and the remaining players.
Yeah, these are too funny.
Is to just terms of
I think know what just happened this round, but do you know what anything was
No, not a clue.
It was clear they knew what the
I don't know
plan
what
was from
just
their
happened, we
opponent.
just rewind.
Kevin De Brunch!
Yeah.
Okay, I'm done. No more.
No
more. My face actually hurts. Stop.
Kevin De Brunch was a good one.
Not anymore. He's on his way home. But for FNATIC,
No more.
this is somewhere 2-1. They came in when we go weapons.
No more.
They go out with 2 rifles. Something they'll look to
One
combat.
ton Griezmann.
2 rifles help them out a ton.
Yeah, from a single kill in the first 2
I
rounds.
can't with you. You guys are brain dead. I don't know
I'm
how.
looking at your screen and you're laughing too.
Already seeing
So funny.
continuation
This
of
is
the
exactly
back and forth.
how I was
It's got to
laughing
be
when I was
something
in your
that
chat
we
and that was
could have
happening.
closed this.
No, it was good.
On
It was
that
good. Though, but
previous
this is
map,
like
on
that
our
was
choice of
that
Xbox,
was
we also could have
that was
taken it somewhere
30 people.
The depth of map pool, they were the ones that chose to batten out Lotus, not wanting to take it there. Map
I was
was been incredibly
some
strong for them. Now ending on Fracture.
You guys are ridiculous. Actually
where
ridiculous.
It really does feel like an even playing field,
Oh
as
my
if the
God.
last 2 maps
Base
haven't already. That pace is not stopping though.
Oh no.
Certainly not coming in cold.
Oh no.
Box. A dangerous
Oh,
position
no.
for Camo,
They
but he's
survive.
safe in the corner. Yeah, they can't
He didn't even
spam
get
Alpha
hit.
there, and Alpha are not quite safe to go swinging in. The box is in his way. Camo gets a second lease of life. Normally players would be down and out in this position. And the Molly, well, that's forcing him into an awkward spot. The spams
Wait, can you hear me,
again.
Artis?
I mean, he is in a number of situations
you
where
can't
he
hear me,
should
I'm
be
muted.
dead to rights. Third
Yo.
time lucky for FNATIC.
Yeah, chat.
Not quite. Camo's the one taking that. Now coming through the smoke for a little bit.
Wow.
And he'll catch Boaster. A phenomenal round.
Wait, what am I?
He'll finally meet
God,
his
it's happening.
maker, but around the
The prediction king gets another one right, John. It's happening.
Wait, yo, guys. Yo,
The funny thing is
what
that's
was
always
that?
the problem with
What's
this
that
liquid
command
squad. You
in
feel
Artis's
like
chat?
You're dealing with the problem when you take out camo, but your
Like where he
problems have
ate the
only just
comment or
begun
something?
because
What is
while
that?
you're dealing-
No, John,
waiting
I
for the
just
perfect
put your stream on.
1-2 punch.
I heard exactly what you just said, bro. No, you know exactly what you do.
No, because that's actually funny.
Down to a bulldog.
Message Message Eaton.
Every single player on that defensive side is currently sat with light shields. Guess what gun he's borrowed to buy?
Bro, I didn't need no message, bro. I didn't need no
Message eaten by obese.
They've got traps and a camera, a smoke down right after this.
I can't. This is legit so funny. Thank God.
Dude, he's looking the wrong way, but he still grabs one.
Thank you for making me laugh.
Run riot over the side.
Nobody,
Find themselves a plant as a result that Matt managed to play with.
Bro, now my chat's spamming it as well.
Wave serial as well. That'll be the Armageddon. I said that ultimate impulse plant is utter filth. He's not in the greatest position for it, but it might not even be needed. Crashes with the trade. As said, he carried them last time around, but not this time. It is FNATIC.
If FNATIC lose or whoever loses this, who do they play?
I genuinely, he just looks so comfortable on this map. It's one I almost
What
want to
is
see
that sound?
Liquid play more just for his individual ability.
Vice wall behind to clear that out.
The arcade trap right now.
Slow creep.
If they
through
walk all the way in,
this
it's kind of cooked
site
out.
that's
Never
been
mind.
left mostly open
It's
with
a free bomb
Crashies
site.
trying to grab
Kayak?
a bit of information.
Kayak?
It comes with a heavy cost. Kayak's on site. This could get dangerous. The smoke has left the planter isolated, but it's Kayak to
my
pick up
God.
Kiko. They've now found themselves in
They
a
used the
decent
Armageddon
spot.
shot.
The Chronicle's only got a classic. I realize what I'm saying. Chronicle with a classic. It's as dangerous
Nats,
as anyone with an ult.
Nats, clear it.
And with Alfier in a sneaky spot, if he got that, the round flips on its head, but instead it is Nats on the Vice. You can question the pick,
Yo.
Eating Holland.
Void, like, even hiding in the corner, he's always
No,
gonna check.
bro. Swing side to my chat. Victor changed his name from food to Vic just so you wouldn't get too excited.
With the rifle, an explosive play, but it's still going to be Liquid
That's
that's
criminal,
stabilized.
no?
All of them
That's
talk about,
fucking
okay, they did some
criminal,
damage in a low
bro.
purchase. Or Kayak, you might see the SMG. That is because he's running it down already. Looking to try and get him behind them. In fact, it is a double up both times. Both teams, in fact, doing exactly
route.
the same thing. And Alfia is
What a route
kind of
from
just
him.
stuck in no man's land, but just hiding, hoping he gets his gun back.
A Boaster getting destroyed. Right
Oh,
past
wowie,
Willow's
wow.
camo, and he would've dropped in the end. As Alpha
Yo,
finally
that is
gets his
so
reward, but they
cooked
don't
for
know about
Chronicle.
Kiko, and they find out the hard way.
Bro,
It's Crashies
Alpha was in
alone.
there with him.
Spotted as well.
Yo,
and
what
it's
is the
1
sound?
Versus 4. He is not fancy.
It's the crowd,
his
right?
Chances. Pause
Oh, it's the
all
crowd.
you
What the
like.
fuck
Team
is that?
Five
Liquid.
players in one spot. They're not lurking. They're not playing across the map. Sure, they've got utility down to
Alright,
watch
rushing
for
up
that,
lane
but
again.
they are just looking to send it in as a unit. Pressure
Wow.
together. Camo
Wait, he's right in front of
stunned
you.
up, but he's up against an operator. It needs to be the quick pick, and Kayak gets absolutely nothing. He's found the opener for the squad once
it's
again. The
happening, John.
stats might not be pretty, but he is doing his job.
I
every
feel like
time.
And
Kayak
even
going
Boaster
into
went for a jump
sight
to even
ain't
confirm
the
that they were
play.
there. Down to 36 HP.
Especially with an ult,
Basically
bro, like,
out of
this
the main
is-
Yeah,
fight.
it's
A
just
spam
not, because
to
your
take
teammates
down.
just can't help you
It's
at all.
not Liquid.
No,
5
even at
versus
best
4,
case
they're
scenario, you
playing
get one and die,
aggressive.
bro.
I'm not sure I
Yeah.
like this. It could be a bridge too far. Camo's picked off another though. Now there's no need to go aggro. They'll let them play into their own hands, or FNATIC go and save. That might be the call. I don't know how Chronicle's going to get out of there. Smoke's going to fade. Player already pushed past. Nats is dead to rights. It's a clean kill for Chronicle. A second, but he'll fall. And the round still falls into the hands of Team Liquid. And the same old story. Crashies, nothing's worked.
But this shit only works if these guys can get an entry and stay
See
alive.
if it sticks. And speaking of the wall, the Vice wall has to be bypassed.
Oh, this
Go
trip
through it
though,
on
this
south
trip
side
though.
is 3.
He jumped
The
over
A
it.
site's already been lost. Trapwire.
Okay,
Good
okay.
kill for Boaster. They've dodged the ult. Already a decent trade out to start this.
Oh,
Going under
massive
pressure, but he's
thorns.
got support.
Oh.
Never mind.
Austin!
Not support anymore.
Nah.
That's the rifle putting in work.
I'm looking
Finally,
at
we've seen Crashies in a position where
Yes,
he can
Camo.
do some damage.
Why does
They
Camo
managed
look
to
like he's about to
avoid him
shit on them?
throughout. Camo, though, still looking
Nah,
to
he's moving-
fight.
he's
No,
moving
why is he? Yeah,
block
you know
the
what I
wall.
mean? You just like know.
That makes it look easy. From a 4v2
Bro, like,
to a
he's
2v2.
poking the
and
wall
he's
with the
looking
cross,
for that
telling you.
little bit
Nah,
more
okay,
to
you
line
got
up. He
Austin,
doesn't get
Austin.
anything now. It's left
Austin
one.
Roberts.
It's
Austin
Crashies
Roberts!
to drag them through, kicking and screaming.
out the first
he's
in
still
May, but from
chewing,
that
bro.
point forward,
Of course he's chewing. That's the second that he literally put in an extra gum for this last map.
I see him, his jaw is
Yeah,
gone,
of
bro. I
course.
swear, bro.
But in this 4v2 that Crashy's brought them to, with that initial fight, dodging the trade and then taking them out as his teammates fall.
Boys, let's go.
Damn.
Win back in the sails
If only
of
I could be
Fnatic
that
again.
That
motivated.
did not sound like a confident hype up, I'll be honest with you, bro.
6-3 at the moment.
That was like, that sounded
okay,
like
you gotta
know
fake it till you
he's
make it,
doing,
even
bro.
if he's faking it.
You know when you fake it, sometimes you know, bro. Your team knows you're faking it.
I mean, that's okay.
Seems to be the man at the moment. While Kayak has done
Oh,
well.
huge.
Big throw through. They left them in a trap. Well, the pace this time has been stopped. That's the other thing. We talk about the mentality for Fnatic, but if they can stop their opponents from running and gunning and making their way into the sites with ease, this can become a very different half. Already a two-man advantage, but Site looking for
lovely.
Well, Nats is always careful.
Lovely, clean
but
round
Kiko
2.
wasn't.
Fnatic's
And
back.
Serial,
Like how?
all that remains.
Why are you raging right now? Calm down, buddy.
No, but surely you clear that angle. Like that's the only angle you can
you're not
fucking
wrong.
clear, bro.
Impact. This time he's right on that horse. Serial being burned out of that position, and he's
Coming
double
behind as well.
flanked on main. As he's waiting for these players to overpeak in front of him.
Crash, he's on one right now. He's feeling himself.
It took
Alright,
a
arcade
big
split.
round
Oh boy.
for them to get back into
This
the
is a
game.
big
Nats
kill.
under pressure, but still seemingly thriving
Okay.
within it. It's only going
Not
to be
bad,
the one
not
with
bad.
the trade immediate on the
Okay,
other
not
side.
bad.
Camo once
Not
again
bad at all.
dancing
Any ults in play?
towards
Just
the
alphas.
opponent's spawn.
Paditech was a ballsy ass play.
He's tucked in. Bademperor is completely unaware. That will be a plant for Serial. Bear in mind, that is his ultimate online. Well, at least it will be once he's no longer suppressed.
No way, right? No way he hits this shot.
He's not backing off to play the time to play the ult. He's sitting on the side. He's tanking that utility.
Is this guy gonna
down to
ult or no?
70 HP. Blinded up as well, and his teammate not quite close enough to the smoke to help out. He'll drop after just one to pressure on to Kiko, but he delivers right when he needs to. One picked up. Chronicle trying to stick at the half. In fact, he's going to get it all the way there. Forces the fight with Kiko.
One.
Sees he's not defusing, running this clock down. The time on
Well
his
fucking
side.
played, though, I'm not gonna
The
lie.
Red Bull
Bro, he's insane,
found.
John.
Team
Genuinely,
Liquid
this guy's insane, bro.
guaranteeing themselves.
Fnatic
Too
will
much
wanna try
airtime
and
already, bro. I'm no more, bro.
Also really
distance
mean.
from their opponent.
He had like an
Just
injury,
that little
bro.
bit
No,
lower.
bro.
Kayak
No, he
finally
didn't, bro.
in
No,
the
he
right
did, he
place
did.
at the
He
right
tweeted
time,
about it.
but stunned up
Yes, bro.
and
I can
immediately
tweet I fucking
two
I have 2
teammates
million in my
make
bank,
down
bro.
him
Doesn't mean
as
it's
well,
real, bro.
gone. Pademperor
Okay.
again. And even
Like,
has a
like,
little
come on,
help
bro.
from Nats. Alpha,
Wait, what, did he have the injury when he was in APAC as well, or like what?
He's a man of
It's
many
just when it
moments,
came
Mitch,
like a man, bro. Move on.
You're brutal.
Sure.
Rolling Thunder, Armageddon online. And they're just sending it. There's no waiting around. They are going to blitz him with utility. And Padetech throws himself at it too.
When the great teams lose, everyone has to prey on their downfall.
Bro.
I understand. I understand where you guys are coming from. We are that good that when we lose, it's like a celebratory moment for all the bums.
Okay, are you Arteta in or Arteta out?
Nah, I'm
Just
still in. I'm in.
Oh, I'm still in. That means you've just doubted.
No. I'm still. I mean, I'm just saying other people are doubting it. I'm not doubting my coach.
Of the early Valorant years to now
Well, you should, bro.
lead
That's
this
what I'm
team.
saying.
That's coach.
They are 5 rounds away from making history in this matchup.
Think about it. He brought us to a semi-final.
Oh, making the owners of the org.
But okay, do you not think it's
indeed
crazy that you gave your
stand in their way.
Seppi's
The
coach a bit
masters
like
of
a big fucking
Fnatic looking to
Muriel?
try and turn the tide and
What'd you
maybe
just
a
say?
Kayak 3K
You gave your
will help them
Seppi's
out.
coach a big Muriel
What's
in
a
London, bro.
Seppi's?
Set piece.
Oh, set piece. Yo, you need to start speaking better. You speak
Nah,
too quickly.
yeah. Like, lock him, bro. Lock it.
Alright.
Don't lock him, bro. Lock him,
Locked in, locked in.
Alpha in this 2 versus 2. Oh, he's almost finished off by Nats, but the wall gets in the way.
That's
Still a chance for Fnatic, but time is ticking. They need to force a
Oh.
fight, and Alpha successfully takes Nats out,
30 seconds
leaves it
left.
onto Serial. He's had a rougher performance so far, but this could be his
Oh,
round
oh.
to bury the
oh,
He's
Alpha!
second best. No, he's
I'll
definitely
fire! I'll fire!
Fnatic, they're not fully aware of
W shred
just how
actually.
many numbers are being committed on that side.
Mid-round fake
Thrones, he's
arcade,
nothing
then
on B,
jump
but
out
luckily They
dish.
still make the call to move into this A side.
Good call.
Wide open. Free real estate. It's Team Liquid. They're going to be forcing the fight, actually. The Salvos putting them out in the open. There goes one for Nats. Not like this, surely, as Camo falls.
That's such a funny death.
Nothing really to write home about. Alpha again, bailing them out of a bounce.
Alpha, oh my god, he's on one.
What the fuck just happened, bro? How, bro?
Wait a second. Oh my god.
This guy wants to go Toronto, bro.
Oh, he does.
I think back to this man's debut playing for FNATIC. He definitely was not on the Cypher. He was playing the Rays on this map. I think it was.
Guys, all we're missing is a striker, and we're gonna get that now.
He took over that
Leave Arteta in, and then see what he does with a striker, and not 58 injuries. I miss you, Jimmy. For real, like on the real. I miss you being like next to me, you know, like just around me.
Minimum survive this engagement. Spam, not the best
Wait, huge kill.
No, come on! Like, come on!
Oh my! It's happening. It's happening. Literally, it's happening.
That's fundamentally, bro.
This is what we call a choke. A choke.
That's fundamentally just bad, bro.
Wow.
Nah, they're feeling it, bro. They're locked, bro. They're locked, bro. They're locked, bro.
Wowie, wow. I think this might be over.
But John, you have a Vandal and you'll... Nah, whatever. Unlucky, bro. Unlucky, bro.
Very only thing that they can do to cut that off is put up those flaming walls of kayak, and they don't last very long.
This is better.
Be very precise about where they're put into play, and look how passive Camo's.
Camo has to miss this shot.
On the site, you see the pings go through. Perhaps that's where salvos will land. Indeed, it is, but he's got an angle around it.
Honestly, good util.
Stun hasn't landed on him.
Wow, man. Wow, and he lived, and he got a third. Oh, if he hit that, I would have shit myself.
He will fall, but Bademperor's here to pick up the pieces.
We needed this, bro. We needed this, bro. No.
11 HP? No chance. No chance.
He has up, bro. If he goes to 1v1, it's... Okay, we need the ult, bro. Save the ult, bro. This is the only win con right now. Only win con.
Definitely checking on their back. Definitely nervous.
As soon as they make noise, A main.
Pushed up.
I think all that
surely
control on
they
the
don't
south side of the map
insta-push this, right?
and the noise
Alpha's
being
gonna
made, it's an attempt to get this little bit of a push coming through in to Alpha's waiting hands. But it hasn't come in because the operator's the one holding it. Now that the push comes in on the other side of the map, though, the mistake could be made. Nats could go walking forward as we should see Camo
the balls
start
on this guy,
to the other side fairly soon. Ultimate already committed, but it will be returned on. Armageddon from both sides. Nats actually catches Alpha with the late lurk. His patience wins out that opening duel. But it's traded out quickly with Bademperor down and a Rolling Thunder committed to the site. You have to rely on that cross being held by Camo, and he's doing a wonderful job.
Oh, but my saving, bro, my fucking lord is saving, bro.
To put
I'm telling you, bro,
on the board for Team
Liquid. Bro, he's carrying Liquid right now.
Actually,
to an
Arsenal's heretics always second.
Camo is not looking to stop. Back-to-back 3Ks, back-to-back rounds. He is stuck in the mud, but he has some support, or at least did, now completely isolated. The utility is enough to finally find him.
Okay.
Man's left on 8 HP too.
Not bad.
A good chance. A solid early fight.
Yeah, they walk away from B.
To start this off. Kayak's got a big battle up in heaven.
Lovely.
And he's won it too. With Nat still clinging on to life. Look at the north side though. Look at the push coming through from Serial. He almost caught the spike, but it has managed to evade him. It just now went on the rope to south, but Bademperor cleaning up Kayak.
Wait, here's the ult.
That's nice.
Realm of possibility. Nats popping the ult. He's 8 HP though. Even the pistols could take him down with ease. He has to be careful, but what he has done is bought time for Serial to reposition, to set up, to deny this main aggression.
Oh, is he waiting for bump plant?
Doesn't want to allow them to cross.
I don't know what he's doing, bro.
Okay, this is
They're not going to do it when they don't have the guns.
30 seconds.
30 seconds, they're now going to make their move. That's incredibly low, already dealt with. Bademperor isn't
20 seconds, and they know where everyone is.
A lot of this is going to come down to what Serial can do on this cross. First goes his way, but he's also
huge kill.
The HP firmly in the favor of the FNATIC players as they finally make their way towards the site. But as one of them is planting, the swing is going to come out, but nobody.
Crashies!
Crashies will find both. They might have been injured, but he
reliable king.
Quick.
Yeah, he's not top 5, not top 6. Like.
It has been a back and forth series
all the
way through. Well, see you later, Nats. The anchor of this
is not it.
With his utility still down on the ground, is going to find.
They're going to use ult here too. This is a very big round.
There's going to be stun and breeze ult.
Orbital strike.
Oh,
the
they know
stun in
about
as
the
well.
bait.
It's perfect.
Oh my god.
Get out. No, he can't. A lovely
bro,
combo
they didn't
of the
fall for the
Brim
bait.
and Breach.
They got a
That'll be
fake
enough
on
to
right
make
side and
things
they ulted
even.
left side, bro. What the f?
Yeah.
Yeah, Kaz ulti.
Spike planted.
I don't know if we'll see it. The rifle should be enough. Camo's looking for an opportunity, a pick to be had, but nothing offered up. If he had his ulti, it would be popped. But he's going to have to do it with the operator instead.
Austin.
Crashes on another one.
Look at him, he's playing it perfectly.
Through to Kiko.
What?
Serial does well with one. And the tap there, putting pressure on. Someone
This guy's
has to
kills,
swing,
I
and it's
swear,
out
bro, I
the
don't
air
know.
to do it, but now the picks go the other way. It's all onto Chronicle. The clutch needed, and it will not be found this time. Team Liquid.
9-11, bro. This is
right
good, bro. This is good for us, bro. This is very good,
for
bro.
round.
Oh.
Already. Oh,
See you later. Now what?
There's just a
fuck
few
off.
pieces missing,
Oh
but it
my
doesn't
God.
seem like it. An immediate pop of the ult wasn't even the party piece of the round. Alpha has popped 2 heads, and that's it. It's done. 10 already for FNATIC.
That is a blink and you'll miss it round.
He did that to you in Tokyo. Yeah, I remember that.
Main.
Actually buy. Like, it looked like they had the credits to do so with the 2 guns saved, but they've taken a lighter purchase. But they do still have one ultimate online and the other close. Immediately straight through the ultimate. Well, that's about as easy as a killer's ever gonna get.
No way. No way they lose this round, right?
A bit of a mistake. That was Crash's ult that he tried to get through. Didn't make it. Look, because Serial's about to throw his into the mix. Basically executed his own teammate, sent him to his death,
my God.
and handed Nats a rifle.
Oh my God.
The boaster looking to run
Okay,
it down.
Austin, bring us
Crashes
home.
has to rectify. Manages one.
What? A Glock?
With the classic, this could be match point for the side of Liquid. They barely invested.
Bro,
There's only a
I
few
got
guns
40
into
gifted
this
subs.
round.
I didn't know what
At
just
this
happened,
stage,
bro. What just happened, bro?
the Chronicle
Bro, they got
can
glocked.
just goes to try and fight, but it's
With
too little,
glocks.
too late. 12
Oh.
to 10. Liquid, 1 away.
Brilliant.
That round was
The genius strikes again,
No,
bro.
yeah, they fucked up their strat. Kayak took hella damage from Austin's ult, and then died to Nats with 1 shot.
It's more the fact that and he even chases him down. That was the thing. He
That
knew
wall
the
is
line was
insane
isolated
because it
because
allows
of
him to go past
But
and
that's
then
a
kill these
mistake in a
guys,
round
which
that
they
could
would never expect.
Massively cost them. I don't know if they were playing off
Low-key
the element
genius
of
wall.
surprise, but the only person who looked surprised was Kayak. Maybe the direction of the ult caught him off. Maybe he thought they were going to be pushed towards him. I'm not sure, but we have to move on.
Even tanking the damage.
Wait.
Here we go.
The surprise could
Great.
be
No,
okay,
But this time,
it's wrapped, it's
Crash
wrapped.
been able to find the opener. Crashes in the corner, though, caught off the ultimate.
Nice,
Doing the wall.
Chronicle.
Immediately trading things out, and although the weapons were weaker, he's now found an upgrade.
Huge. I'll pay it, I'll pay it.
He's
Wait.
found one, but not ready for the second.
No, they're gonna go B now, they're gonna go B now, for sure.
The fall back from main a little quicker than
Ah,
expected.
he's fast. Nats is fast on this.
Surely they
Wait.
still go away, no,
Now put
John?
into question.
Like, they have the fucking...
They fake the steps. No,
No, no.
It's a full rotation to the B site. No, they're going to trip the wall. That's the idea
Oh, he's
here.
faking
Give
it.
them fake information and then go on the rotate back. And
Oh
it's
my
worked.
God. If this
Nats
Brim
is
doesn't
already
rotate, he's
leaving.
in.
Kiko is sitting on
Is this
the
overcooked?
site.
Tell me right now. I think it's a little
Either way,
overcooked.
it's going to be an isolated fight, but he's realized great read from Nats. No one's there. This is a fake.
Artists.
Go the man. The MVP
Artists.
30 seconds left.
of kickoff.
Do you think this is overcooked or no?
It's going to be under pressure.
I'll be honest, I
Still
don't know why
plenty
they
of
didn't go
flashes,
instant away, bro.
stuns.
Like,
I don't know why they
as well.
didn't go insta go beat.
An orbital
It's just
strike,
one guy
one
still.
away of Boaster
It's
gets
one
the
or
kill.
one.
It feels
Okay.
like the
You're right.
round is
Both
already
are
over.
fine.
As Kiko sits in
true.
this back corner, it's not necessarily checked
That
on,
doesn't
but
matter.
even still they dance
Oh,
past. And it will be
fuck off.
effective trading from the side of FNATIC.
Bro, there's
Yeah,
putting
but
so
this
much faith on that,
disadvantage
no?
goes to Team Liquid here.
Yeah, he's chilling.
They're keeping 4 players towards this side of the
Nats
map,
has
and
a read.
FNATIC have to re-aggress. They're going to do so with less of that punchy utility. Deep
Holy
flash,
fuck.
orbital strike put into play, though. That's going to
What
force
the
them
fuck?
forward.
Oh,
It
it's
forces
over.
Camo
It's
into
over,
waiting
baby.
arms. He couldn't
Oh,
get
it was
out of there
perfect.
and
Still
had to
as
go
well,
in
bro.
deeper.
It's
The
over,
start
baby.
is perfect from
We're
Kayak.
taking this shit to OT,
Sets
baby.
himself up for success, and the round
way.
should
Oh.
be
Oh,
theirs.
oh.
Who is this guy?
Serial
What's he
in
doing?
a shaky start to this map, and a chance to recover it all. It's just Nats, 1v2, an ult to
Oh my
be
gosh.
used, to be put into play right in the final round.
Oh my God,
That's
are
gonna
they
delay
leaving?
the
No way
push.
they're leaving.
Yeah, they
No
have
way they
time.
would leave.
No.
They didn't need to run it down into the site. They didn't need to take the fight
Oh
without
my
their
God.
weapons.
I think Nats is going to win
Maybe he
this.
thought they were more
Yeah,
committed
I
than
think he
they
has
were.
to,
and
bro.
because
He
of
has
that,
what
they're
is
able
it,
to
the
fall
forms as
back
well.
and
He has the forms
look
as
to
well.
refight this.
Wall still in play.
Why is he not running?
Razorfine's still there.
They've known it's there.
3-2
though.
on the wall?
They've known it's
Oh
there
my
every
God.
single
No,
time.
this, bro. That's gonna
Nats
kill them
already
behind, bro. No,
repositioned.
this is
Chronicle's
perfect.
gonna get isolated.
He's stuck behind the
though.
wall. 17
Maybe
seconds.
thinking it was a little bit deeper.
What is-
And
what are they
15
doing? Why-
seconds. There's not really any time for Boaster.
Boaster! Boaster!
IGL! The IGL! Boaster keeps them in the map.
Switching sides.
Wow! What a game we got in our hands here.
Yeah,
This woke me up.
Nats from that pen.
Nats retook the line.
Instantly took it, by the way.
Up until now.
Oh, he's on the timing if he takes it. Yeah, he's on a
This
good
is where
timing.
they do their best work.
Okay,
Both players
wait.
stunned.
Nats has his
That's
timing.
Actually,
timing.
somewhat
That's
They're not going to
timing.
think Nats is here.
Support from Boaster,
That's
but it's a
two
little bit
kills.
further behind. Needs
Oh,
to
he
find right, gets it.
That's fucked for him. That's fucked for him.
From the round,
Wait.
indeed, coming from the smokes though is Kiko
Nice,
to level
Kiko.
the playing field.
Nice.
Chronicle manages to answer back north side, late flank coming in, very late indeed, and that's why FNATIC pumped the brakes. They've got the advantage, and they're going to
Nah, they're
let
chilling.
these players
Arcade
Crashies
flank,
and
B main
Alpha
flank,
Double,
and one
yeah.
CT.
carve out some control of their own, not wanting to go up the rope. And into
CT
heaven,
guys
they're
are dying,
waiting
though.
for a peek.
Chronicle
They're waiting,
Chronicle
knowing
surely.
Liquid will look
Chronicle
for
doesn't die.
information.
Oh
And knowing
my
their
God, the
utilities
mollies.
coming
Huge.
online soon. Both come into play.
Bro,
And exactly
that
the way
molly's
Perfect
incredible by
retake, bro.
Austin, bro.
FNATIC falling.
Genuinely, that was
Perfect
Round
retake.
is there for
yeah.
FNATIC.
Nah,
Boasters
that
on
molly
his
by
feet
Austin's
again.
incredible.
Yeah.
They-
It's
What a comeback.
round away. And well, if there wasn't, if there wasn't already a back-breaking
Oh, you can hear how
round,
happy they are.
Yeah,
bro.
they love- they're loving
entirety
life.
of this map.
Well,
Let's not be
We
silly.
cleared. They
This has been a
fully have
back-and-forth
arcade.
series all the way through. This is not done
Ace
till
split.
one wins by
That
two.
wall, no, that wall should be good for one. That wall should be good for one.
That's fine.
He's gonna do more. He's
Missiles
gonna
are
do
useless.
more.
Missiles are
Oh,
useless.
no, he baited it. He baited the wall.
Alpha,
Still
here it
have
comes.
5 players
Here
standing.
comes the fucking 4K.
Most of which towards this A site, but they're sending
Nah,
two
they're in
back
too
to
good of
B.
spots. FNATIC just wins, I think.
FNATIC have pumped the brakes.
They've
to
used two
great
smokes, so
effect.
they're not-
They've baited out the wall.
They've only got one
Yeah.
smoke left, though.
I know,
They have
but
to
someone could
finish
just
it.
stare at heaven. They smoke CT.
50
They're fine.
seconds on the clock.
Yeah.
Rotate comes back in. 4 players here to work with.
He has a
Stuns
stun
go
lineup,
through.
what?
So do the salvos, but now
Do you see
still
that?
has a
That's
safe
incredible.
angle. They might not
Boaster.
expect that. They've seen him now. Boaster and
Chronicle.
finding 2. This could be it. The final domino
What
set to
the
fall.
fuck?
Team Liquid dig deep with Paditech on
No.
1, but he's immediately traded
Alright,
out.
chill,
It's
bro.
Camo who has to find success. The spike right in front of him, and now on the
Nice,
floor.
nice.
Alpha has to move
Alpha!
back to get it. Camo
No,
in
no,
his
no, no,
way.
Alpha here!
Oh, fuck off,
Red
bro.
ball clutch from Alpha here to
Nah,
send
it's
FNATIC
whatever, bro. It's
to
only not gonna
Toronto.
remember.
Right.
It's only
From the
Toronto.
depths.
I don't get why.
We
Yeah.
have talked about this roster
God damn!
throughout. Sweating.
Wow, what a game, huh?
Oh, it was a series, though.
Honestly,
Probably just
that game,
Come to
I'm glad
mind and do
I'm
it
glad I
all
watched
again.
that one.